Welcome to your tarot reading 1111. Let's get a message for you guys. The Five of Wands with the Two of Swords. All right, we're going to do a spread here. We're going to read into a person because I feel like there's a situation going on. There's a sort of battle, and it's an internal battle, and it has to do with a decision that was made, and somebody's having a really hard time sort of coping with the decision that they made. Okay, so you're dealing with somebody that is feeling the weight on their shoulders of some choice that they made that they didn't realize the consequences of a choice. And they manifested something here that they did not know or think was going to happen. And I feel that for a lot of you, you're dealing with a person that made a decision that was very self-centered, or it was a decision that didn't take you into account. And so what this person is actually dealing with is a lot of karma. I'm going to get a card for the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. So somebody moved away from a connection. Somebody left a connection, more specifically. And I feel that when a decision was made over here, it was made in ego. But the thing was that this person was tied to this emotionally speaking, right? And so when the decision was made, universe kind of parted ways, like both of you parted ways, and then there was a separation. So there was like a line. It was very evident to you when this happened. You might have been in and out with this person, or like had a few ups and downs where, you know, you had done this before. But this time it was very clear when there was a decision that was made, it separated the two of you. And there was a division that happened. So this person manifested this, but they did not know what they were manifesting. And they didn't know also who they were dealing with, because I feel like they really underestimated this connection with you, but also you as a person. And they're being dealt a lot of karma. One of the ways that they're being dealt karma is this person has access to you in some way, where I feel like this person watches what you do, or you have mutual friends or something like that, where they know what's going on with you, what you're doing. And you may be a really private person, but still the connection that you had with this person, they are very aware. You might have just a telepathic connection with this person, so they're very aware of what you're doing. And also that when this decision was made, they, I think, were testing you, and they were testing maybe how you felt about them. Maybe they were childish, and, you know, this was just their way of how they were gonna do it and test you. Maybe they were also wanting something from you, or wanting you to do something, always sort of crossing that boundary with you in the past. But this time they couldn't. They could no longer do that. And they know that your decision here is to move forward with your life. You see it here. And there was an end to this connection. And I don't feel like that's what this person thought or expected. Because they thought that you were going to run back to them. Okay, so let's read more into this Magician card. This person manifested their biggest fear. And I feel like what this person is dealing with now is a lot of anxiety and worry. And this is manifesting for this person in real life, especially with the Magician card, the way it came out. I feel like this person may be having either psychological, like mental illness, like really creep up on them. If they had like undiagnosed, say, anxiety in the past, like their anxiety is getting to the point of like panic attacks. Also, I feel like for everybody, it's going to be a little different, but for some of you, this person may have broken your trust, and now this person is dealing with like a lot of paranoia. Like they feel like they can't trust anything or anyone, not even themselves and their own minds. So they're dealing with or being plagued with trust. Like just trusting what they see, trusting people, trusting that somebody is not going to betray them or backstab them, because you see here what they did to you was that they betrayed you in a really big way. I feel like when this ball started rolling, it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. Something that started out with an intention. The intention was to hurt you. The intention was to cause pain. But I feel like for this person, it was more of to get you back. I don't know, to get you back because I said that for something you had done, or to get you back like to where you were with them in the past. Maybe they had like the upper hand and they like to have that upper hand. Some kind of energy like that. But when this all got set in motion, it turned into something very different. Okay, so the King of Wands, look at all the cards that come up, because this is the karma here, and the karma is judgment. It's the Five of Swords. I feel that this person put up the sword to you. It was very much a double-edged sword, and their intentions, and look at even here, and what they did is what came back, but not in the way they ever imagined. They're having to really sit with an energy of death here. And look at it, it's the Ten of Swords. Exactly what they did to you came back. But also, there's this energy of, like, you came up. They try to bring you down, but you came up. And I don't feel like this person understood how strong you were as a person. I feel like they might have always compared you to them. Like it might have always been a competition type of thing for them. And therefore they saw you as a weak person because they were weak. Like at their core, they know they're a weak person, and they might have thought that you were. But whatever they did to you, I feel that it was very purposeful in the way that you would never go back to this person because of the betrayal, because of the level of betrayal. But also part of their karma is to watch you get very strong. And whatever you're doing right now, the Star card, it's like you're gaining a lot of, if it's followers, if it's views, if you're on a platform, if it's financial, if you have or own your own business, if you're working, maybe you've gotten promoted. But I feel like this energy, it did something to you where you might have thought like, this is the last time, I'll never let anybody betray me like this again. You may have been betrayed in this way of like somebody broke your trust, but you just didn't expect it from this person. Even when I said that, I felt a lot of emotions. So I feel that like you may still be connected to this person in this way of feeling a lot. You may feel like this person's burdens, and it may come across, and however it's manifesting for this person, if it's like through worry, you may have like something heavy on you, or feel like you're carrying this weight that isn't really yours. It doesn't stay with you, so you know it's not yours. You may have other sort of ailments that you also kind of feel like, oh, that's weird. Like it doesn't feel like it belongs to me. There's an energy like that where you're still connected with this person. And I feel that it's because this person is like really pulling on your energy here with the High Priestess. It's like whatever they did, and however far they fell, it's like they kind of tumbled to the very bottom, and they're looking at you all the way at the top, and it's almost like Rapunzel, let your hair down. They see your strength, and they know if they could just touch your hair, that they'll get strength. This is sort of how this person's energy is coming across. Let's see. Look, the Death card is clarified by the Death card too. And this card fell over here. It's the Fool card. And this is like when you betray somebody so bad that there is no coming back from it. This person knows what they did. You know what this person did. And like the only thing left here is to get this off of like this person's chest, like to come forward and apologize. There's nothing else really here. It's a double death. It's like the end of a cycle. So the Sun over the Fool card, I feel like this person is really being pushed to zero this out with you, to come through in this way so that they release this, so they can sort of release you. Because at the bottom, we get this energy, and it's like you're no longer with this person, so you no longer want to be attached in this way. And you know, the funny thing I want to say, before I started this reading, I had done 5, maybe 6 other readings that I had started, and the energy kept coming up this way where it's very heavy. I didn't really want to read into something heavy this morning, and so I kept restarting, and I don't usually do that. This is like the first time this has happened in maybe years. And so then that's why I kind of started the video the way I did. Let me just do a whole spread to look into a situation here. But I also had my door open and the screen is closed, and these 2 flies came in through the screen, which there's like a little lip where, you know, flies or bees sometimes come through that lip, but it's very unusual. And it was right when I started the video, this one, and whenever I see flies, especially when like they won't go away, because I also had a fly before that I killed, it's karmic energy. And so there is some kind of karmic tie here. And it might be with this person and a karmic tie. Let's read into that. At the bottom of the deck, though, we do get the 8 of Pentacles. I feel that this person is like trying to muster up the courage to come towards you. Okay. So talk to us about any other messages, karmic ties, the Lovers in reverse. So something ended this connection. This is my karmic card. and there's that fly. And both of these, look how they came up. So I feel that your person may have been dealing with somebody else. Remember that that's not always romantic. It may just have been part of the reason that this person left and why it was so easy for them to leave and why it was so hard for you. Another one of those cards, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, Spirit, what do you want to tell us about this? I feel that with the Lovers in reverse, though, because a lot of times the Lovers card is a choice. So they made a choice to move away from you. But in this choice that they made, what happened is that it brought up all of these emotions for this person. A lot of suppressed emotions. A lot of things that this person didn't even realize or recognize before. Like, it needed to happen this way. There needed to be your absence in this person's life for them to recognize these things within themselves. All these things that you brought up for this person. I feel like this person like really looks up to you too. And also, it has to do with your growth. Like, your growth and your maturing is what really bothered this person. Because this person, again, they didn't think that you were going to leave them altogether. They thought that they were going to gain something from this. And they didn't know that this would turn around in this direction. And I feel that they might have gone towards something else, but that wounded them. It ended up in the long run. It was like in sort of the overall of this, of what happened. If they left you for somebody else, for example, again, it doesn't have to be romantic, but for whatever their reasons were, they feel really guilty. They're like riddled with guilt. And I feel that this person, like, they always thought that they would have an open door to you, but even to tell you this, like, to get it off of them, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, they don't even have the courage to do that, to stand up and tell you their truth. It's like they'd rather walk away, but the guilt is really overwhelming them. And the guilt is because you guys were like very close. You might have also had a like a really strong bond, friendship, but you might have known this person a long time. And so to lose you for this person was like losing somebody that was a family to them, like closer than family is what I hear. So they stood by their decision, though. But it's just like, it's such a young sort of energy here. It's almost like somebody that will regret this for the rest of their lives, because you see the Ten of Pentacles here. I feel like that's what this person wants to tell you. Like the Sun and the Two of Cups, they recognize you as the love of a lifetime, as their soulmate, like their true soulmate, the person they were supposed to be with. And even here, the King of Swords with the King of Cups in the back of that card, right behind it. I feel like this person is really sort of drowning right now in their emotions. It's like completely overtaken them, but so have a lot of other things, such as anxiety around this, such as toxic behaviors is the other thing I get. And that's not going to be for everyone, but I feel that for a lot of them, actually. So, okay, last message. What does this person want to say? This person cannot see the blessing in the situation, but they will. So maybe this person, like right now, they're just in a state of like panic over losing you. They're very, like I said, drowning in their emotions. They're very guilty. But I feel that they're going to learn a lot from this connection. One day, they will retell this story, but this story will be remembered in love. And that's what I mean. Like, this person right now, like, hates this. Hates that they're feeling all of this. They didn't think they were going to feel so much regret. They didn't think you were going to leave this time. They didn't think you were going to leave, period. Your no contact is working and need for forgiveness. Okay. So that is the message. And please like and subscribe if this message resonated with you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.